There is a tempest raging underneath my skin, though my face remains as calm as a summer lake. You don't possess a single clue of the war within, or the immense amount of pressure it takes to not break. I sit across the table watching you converse, smiling politely at every trivial thing you say, while my internal universe is ready to reverse and wash this entire fragile illusion completely away. The coffee cups are cooling between our distant hands. An ocean of unspoken grievances lies wide and deep. We are two travelers lost in unfamiliar lands, guarding secrets that we promised we would forever keep. Your eyes wander around the crowded, noisy room, unaware of the tectonic plates shifting right below. We are standing on the precipice of absolute doom, waiting for the inevitable wind to violently blow. Though thunder rolls across the plaster ceiling tonight, no lightning strikes to illuminate the growing dark, but hidden completely away from the public sight, we are extinguishing our very last remaining spark. Welcome to the reality of this silent storm, destroying everything we built without a single sound. The atmosphere is freezing, though the weather is warm, as our foundation crumbles directly to the ground. A quiet devastation that nobody else can see, a hurricane of sorrow locked inside a human heart. We pretend that we are happy and completely free, while this silent storm is tearing our lives completely apart. I watch your fingers nervously tap against the wood, a subtle sign that you feel the atmospheric pressure too. If I could scream out loud, you know I absolutely would, to break this paralyzing spell cast over me and you. But the etiquette of heartbreak demands a quiet grace, so we sit and suffer beneath the sophisticated mask, staring blankly at each other's beautiful empty face, knowing that survival is an impossible, daunting task. The waiter brings the bill and places it between us two, a final price tag on the years we carelessly misspent. There is nothing left for me to say or do to alter the tragic direction in which our love went. The storm is gathering its final destructive might, swirling behind my eyes where you cannot perceive. We will walk out into the cool, indifferent night, and without a single word we will permanently leave. Though thunder rolls across the plaster ceiling tonight, no lightning strikes to illuminate the growing dark, but hidden completely away from the public sight, we are extinguishing our very last remaining spark. Welcome to the reality of this silent storm, destroying everything we built without a single sound. The atmosphere is freezing, though the weather is warm, as our foundation crumbles directly to the ground. A quiet devastation that nobody else can see, a hurricane of sorrow locked inside a human heart. We pretend that we are happy and completely free, while this silent storm is tearing our lives completely apart. piece of misery that is now complete. We drown in the stillness of our collective pride, with nowhere left for our shattered spirits to hide. Listen to the quiet, it's louder than a scream, the sudden awakening from a beautiful dream. The rain is coming, but it makes no sound at all. Watch the empire elegantly fall. Welcome to the reality of this silent storm, destroying everything we built without a single sound. The atmosphere is freezing, though the weather is warm, as our foundation crumbles directly to the ground. A quiet devastation that nobody else can see, a hurricane of sorrow locked inside a human heart. We pretend that we are happy and completely free, while this silent storm is tearing our lives completely apart. Silent storm washing over me, setting our trapped spirits permanently free. Let the rain wash away the remains, breaking all our invisible heavy chains. Pour your poison in a crystal glass, hoping that the bitter taste will pass. A dangerous game of hide and seek we play, wasting all the hours of the day. Your compliments are sharp like razor blades, cutting through the promises we made. I linger in the doorway of your heart, knowing that we're doomed right from the start. The record spins a melody so sweet, matching every heavy pulse and beat. You look at me with eyes of amber stone, leaving me completely all alone. A wicked habit that I can't undo, spending every dollar just on you. We gamble with the pieces of our soul, losing every bit of our control. You give me just enough to keep me hooked, ignoring everyone and that we overlooked. A beautiful disaster in the making, with every single breath that we are taking. Bitter honey dripping from your tongue, a melody that we have always sung. It tastes like heaven, but it burns like hell, locking us inside this wicked spell. Soothing every wound, while the midnight moon is fully tuned. We choose the poison that we love the most, dancing with a sweet and golden ghost. I find your letters hidden in the drawer, realizing I don't know you anymore. The perfume on your collar isn't mine, another casualty of wasting time. I pour the liquor till the bottle's dry, staring at a dull and empty sky. You sell me illusions that I gladly buy, never even bothering to lie. The velvet curtains block the morning sun, counting all the damage we have done. You pull me close and push me far away, changing every rules we used to play. My high heels click across the marble floor, walking out but wanting something more. A desperate cycle that we cannot break, living for the mess that we create. You give me just enough to keep me hooked, ignoring everyone and that we overlooked. A beautiful disaster in the making. deception and the greed, forgetting what we actually need. So sweet, yet so unkind, losing my troubled mind. Taste the nectar, feel the pain, washing down like summer rain. Bitter honey dripping from your tongue, a melody that we have always sung. It tastes like heaven, but it burns like hell, locking us inside this wicked spell. Oh, bitter honey soothing every wound, while the midnight moon is fully tuned. We choose the poison that we love the most, dancing with a sweet and golden ghost. Just a taste of your bitter honey, so sweet, so dark, leaving its eternal mark, dripping slow. Here we go. The neon sign is buzzing through the heavy haze as I get lost inside a meditated daze. A silver lighter flickers with a sudden spark, illuminating every corner of the dark. I watch the gray ring spiral upward to the roof, a fragile evidence, a temporary proof. You left me sitting at the counter all alone, with nothing but a heart that turned to stone. The bartender is staring with a worried glance, knowing that we don't stand a single chance. I exhale slowly as the memories appear, mixing with the atmosphere of nicotine and beer. Your laughter echoes from the corner booth, exposing every single ugly truth. We traded sanity for something far too wild, acting just like a reckless, foolish child. The cloud is thick enough to hide my face as I erase you from this crowded space. But every breath I take is filled with you, a painful habit that I can't undo. Smoky regrets are rising in the air, a heavy burden that is far too hard to bear. We choked on promises we couldn't keep, while all the angels were fast asleep. Oh, smoky regrets, they blind my weeping eyes, cutting through the cobweb of your lies. A slow combustion of a love gone wrong, the bitter lyrics of a tragic song. The lipstick stain upon the filter is turning dark, leaving behind a cold, familiar mark. I watch the glowing tips slowly burn away, wishing I had found the right words to say. You were a fire that I wanted to possess. Now I am left inside this overwhelming mess. The ashes falling on my satin dress, a physical manifestation of distress. The jukebox plays a melody from yesterday, back when we had a beautiful game to play. But now the tune is scratchy and out of time, a perfect soundtrack to our romantic crime. I wrap my coat around my frozen frame, trying so hard not to whisper your name. The room is spinning as the liquor hits my head, remembering everything you ever said. The cloud is thick enough to hide my face as I erase you from this crowded space. But every breath I take is filled with you, a painful habit that I can't undo. Smoky regrets are rising in the air, a heavy burden that is far too hard to bear. We choked on promises we couldn't keep, while all the a tragic song. Into the night, out of mind, out of sight, just ash and dust, a broken trust. Smoky regrets are rising in the air, a heavy burden that is far too hard to bear. We choked on promises we couldn't keep, while all the angels were fast asleep. Oh, smoky regrets, they blind my weeping eyes, cutting through the cobweb of your lies. A slow combustion of a love gone wrong, the bitter lyrics of a tragic song. Watching it vanish puff by puff, I guess I never was enough. Let the smoke clear, my dear. The city bleeding through the rain-soaked window glass, fluorescent puddles reflecting the corrupted paradise below. I watch the late-night yellow taxi cabs quickly pass, while my internal clock is moving incredibly slow. You left a chemical dependency inside my lonely mind, a technicolor nightmare disguised as a romantic dream. I'm searching for the innocence I left somewhere behind, sinking in a shallow pool of your artificial scheme. The television flicker casts a pale electric hue across the empty spaces of this deserted downtown loft. I cannot separate the fiction from the absolute truth of you. Your voice still echoes here, so dangerous and soft. You were a synthetic drug that I eagerly consumed, a flash of brilliant color in a world of monotone gray. But now I realize that this attachment was completely doomed, as the synthetic glow begins to slowly wash away. The artificial street. We are two broken figures caught inside the matrix glow, watching our spectacular disaster become fully complete. Drowning slowly in the pool of this liquid neon light, chasing a futuristic fantasy that wasn't built to last. Stranded in the middle of a cold urban night, trying to escape the heavy gravity of our synthetic past. You were a glowing illusion that illuminated my dark, a beautiful distortion that completely blinded my view. Now I am left without a single natural living spark, choking on the toxic electric memory of you. The refrigerator hums a low and mechanical song a stark accompaniment to the isolation in my chest. I knew from the very beginning that this dynamic was wrong, but I welcomed the chaos and the beautiful unrest. You played your emotional games with digital precision, altering the frequency of my fragile heartbeat. Now I am forced to make a definitive decision to walk away forever and accept my total defeat. The clock is glowing green upon the bedside table stand, counting down the minutes until the morning sun arrives. I hold a broken circuit board in my trembling hand, a perfect metaphor for our corrupted, twisted lives. No more excuses left to justify this toxic addiction. No more running back to the sanctuary of your embrace. I'm purging my reality of your beautiful fiction and wiping every single digital trace of your face. The midnight rain is falling on the asphalt down below, mixing with the colors of the artificial street. We are two broken figures caught inside the matrix glow, watching our spectacular disaster become fully complete. Drowning slowly in the pool of this liquid neon light, chasing a futuristic fantasy that wasn't built to last. Stranded in the middle of a cold urban night, trying to escape the heavy gravity of our synthetic past. You were a glowing illusion that illuminated my dark, a beautiful distortion that completely blinded my view. Now I am left without a single natural living spark, choking on the toxic electric memory of you. Turn off the electricity, let the darkness consume the space. No more glowing lights to hide the wrinkles on my soul. I wanna eliminate every single memory of your face and finally reclaim my absolute sovereign control. Pull the plug, turn it off. The air is thick, the breath is soft. No more glow, no more light, just a piece of the natural night. Drowning slowly in the pool of this liquid neon light. Drowning slowly in the pool of this liquid neon light. Drowning slowly in the pool of this liquid neon light, chasing a futuristic fantasy that wasn't built to last. Stranded in the middle of a cold urban night, trying to escape the heavy gravity of our synthetic past. You were a glowing illusion that illuminated my dark, a beautiful distortion that completely blinded my view. Now I am left without a single natural living spark, choking on the toxic electric memory of you. Liquid neon flickering away, fading out into the early morning gray. Shut it down, let it die, goodbye, electric light. Kitchen clock strikes 2 as steam begins to rise inside my heavy eyes. I stir the dark espresso in a porcelain cup, waiting for the morning light to wake the city up. You sit across the table with a distant vacant stare, running nervous fingers through your tangled messy hair. We look like 2 survivors from a devastating blast, trying to decipher how our summer couldn't last. The aromatic perfume fills the quiet, chilly space, but can't unmask the tension written clearly on your face. A spoonful of brown sugar doesn't alter how it tastes. Another sad reminder of the years we put to waste. I watch the black liquid swirl around the silver spoon beneath the pale illumination of a dying moon. We used to talk for hours when our universe was young. Now silence is the only native language on our tongue. This caffeinated sadness keeps my racing heart awake, counting every single promise that we chose to break. The temperature is dropping, but the kettle starts to scream, waking us abruptly from a warm romantic dream. Midnight brew is dripping in the quiet of the room, a bit of medication for this overwhelming gloom. It keeps the shadows moving while the rest of earth can't sleep, guarding all the painful revelations that we keep. Oh, midnight brew, you simmer with the dark and smoky soul, restoring just a fraction of my shattered self-control. We drink our tribulation till the bottom of the pot, accepting all the lessons that our tragedy has taught. I find some ceramic mugs we bought in Italy, back when you were completely infatuated with me. Now one of them is chipped along the delicate rim, as our prospects for survival grow increasingly dim. I spill a couple droplets on the clean linoleum floor, realizing that I shouldn't invite you anymore. The caffeine makes me shiver, but I crave the burning heat, the only thing that makes this isolation feel complete. You wrap your shivering knuckles around the heating glass, praying that this uncomfortable segment soon will pass. But we have reached the station where the train refuses to wait, leaving us stranded with our self-inflicted fate. The countertop is messy with the grounds of our deceit, making our transition into strangers feel complete. I switch the machine off and I lean against the sink, far too emotionally exhausted to even try to think. This caffeinated sadness keeps my racing heart awake, counting every single promise that we chose to break. The temperature is dropping, but the kettle starts to scream, waking us abruptly from a warm romantic dream. Midnight brew is dripping in the quiet of the room, a bit of medication for this overwhelming gloom. It keeps the shadows moving while the rest of earth can't sleep, guarding all the painful revelations that we keep. Oh, midnight brew, you simmer with a dark and smoky soul, restoring just a fraction of my shattered self-control. We drink our tribulation till the bottom of the pot, accepting all the lessons that our tragedy has taught. No cream can soften what we have become. Our emotional nerve endings are permanently numb. We swallow down the toxicity and pride, with nowhere left for our mistakes to hide. Pour it out, let it steam, end of this ancient dream. Cold dregs at the dawn, everything is gone. Midnight brew is dripping in the quiet of the room, a bit of medication for this overwhelming gloom. It keeps the shadows moving while the rest of earth can sleep, guarding all the painful revelations that we keep. Oh, midnight brew, you simmer with the dark I walk along the edge of sand and stone, learning how to be completely alone. The tide is moving out into the deep, taking all the secrets that I keep. You left your footprints where the water flows, where the chilling winter river blows. I call your name into the freezing wind, wondering where our paradigm sinned. The lighthouse casts a long and lonely beam, shattering my last remaining dream. I watch the ships disappear from sight, sailing off into the endless night. My wool coat damp with salt and heavy mist, remembering the lips that I once kissed. The seagulls cry a melancholy song, reminding me I've waited here too long. The water rises up to touch my knees, carried by the cold Atlantic breeze. There is no anchor left to hold us down. We're floating far away from any town, on the silent shore where the waters meet. I can hear the echo of our defeat. The waves keep crashing on the rocks below, telling me it's time to let you go. Silent shore, wrap me in your blue, washing out the memory of you. A desolate sanctuary for my mind, leaving all our broken days behind. I collect the seashells scattered on the ground, searching for a voice without a sound. The horizon stretches out so wide and bare, matching all the emptiness I bear. You were my harbor during every storm, the only fire that could keep me warm. But now the wood is damp and turning black, and there is no map to guide us back. I write your initials in the wet gray clay, watching as the ripples wash them away. The evening fog settles like a heavy shroud, covering the place where we were proud. My fingers numb from holding on too tight to a love that vanished in the night. An empty shoreline stretching miles ahead, full of all the words we never said. The water rises up to touch my knees, carried by the cold Atlantic breeze. There is no anchor left to hold us down. We're floating far away from any town, on the silent shore where the waters meet. I can hear the echo of our defeat. The waves keep crashing on the rocks below, telling me it's time to let you go. Silent shore, wrap me in your blue, washing out the memory of you. A desolate sanctuary for my mind, leaving all our broken days behind. We built our castle out of shifting sand, hoping it would stand against the land. But oceans always claim what they are owed, eroding every single path we strode. No sound but the tide, no place left to hide. Let the deep water take it all, watch the final empire fall, on the silent shore where the waters meet. I can hear the echo of our defeat. The waves keep crashing on the rocks below, telling me it's time to let you go. Silent shore, wrap me in your blue, washing out the memory of you. A desolate sanctuary for my mind, leaving all our broken days lost on the silent shore, where the water meets the sky. Goodbye, my love, goodbye. Just the endless blue without you. Without you. Taste like expensive sin wrapped in a velvet coat, a dangerous luxury that I simply can't afford to buy. Your dark honeyed words catch directly in my throat, making me believe every beautiful, sophisticated lie. I know your affection is a trap designed to ensnare, a gilded cage where my freedom goes to quickly die. But when you look at me with that intense, predatory stare, I abandon all my defenses without even asking why. The perfume you wear lingers heavily on my silk sheets, an intoxicating blend of cedar wood, amber, and deceit. Outside the window, the rain pours down on empty streets, while inside there's a room our mutual destruction is complete. You are the sickness that I never want to fully cure, the exquisite agony that keeps me coming back for more. Your motives are filthy, but your execution is so pure, leaving my shattered heart scattered across the floor. One sip from your lips is enough to paralyze my spine, making me lose all control of my sanity and senses. Your touch leaves a burn that never seems to fully heal, a permanent mark branded deep into my fragile flesh. I don't care if what we have is illusionary or real, as long as you keep entangling me inside your mesh. My friends all warn me that I'm dancing with the devil. Someday you will leave me ruined in the middle of the road, but I am past the point where I could easily turn and run. I fully accepted this chaotic, heavy emotional load. The morning light begins to crack through the heavy blinds, exposing the wreckage of the night we just threw away. Two damaged souls possessed by two completely twisted minds, with absolutely nothing constructive left to do or say. You sleep beside has taken over my life. Sweet poison, delicious death, taking away my final breath. Let it run, let it flow, never let me go. It tastes like expensive sin wrapped in a velvet coat, a dangerous luxury that I simply can't afford to buy. Your dark honeyed words catch directly in my throat, making me believe every beautiful, sophisticated lie. I know your affection is a trap designed to ensnare, a gilded cage where my freedom goes to quickly die. But when you look at me with that intense breath, old letters gather dust inside a wooden chest, reminding me of times when we were truly blessed. The fountain pen is dry, the words begin to blur, a distant memory of who we used to were. I trace the lines you wrote when passion was alive, before we fought so hard just trying to survive. Now every sentence feels like someone else's script, a sudden poison that we accidentally sipped. The parchment turns to yellow under fading light, a quiet testament to every lonely night. You promised forever in a simple phrase, now lost inside a dizzy, suffocating haze. My fingers tremble as I fold the page away, knowing there is nothing left for us to say. A paper kingdom built on promises of thread, replacing all the logic that was in my head. The ink is vanishing into the air, leaving a blank page completely bare. We can't rewrite the chapters we destroyed, staring directly into the empty void. Faded ink upon a broken heart, showing the exact place we tore apart. The syllables are bleeding in the rain, washing out the patterns of our pain. Oh, faded ink, a ghost of what you swore, a sacred message that doesn't matter anymore. We watch the meaning slowly drift away into the shadows of a darker day. I find a photograph from 7 years ago, back when our rhythm was beautifully slow. Your signature is scratching at my mind, a cruel reminder of the peace I cannot find. I try to rub the stains out with my shaking hand, but some disasters are too deep to understand. The spill of black has ruined every perfect line, dividing what was yours from what was mine. The clock is moving backward in this lonely room, weaving a fabric out of temporary gloom. You left your autograph upon my fragile skin, a heavy game that neither of us could win. The final period is sharp and deeply cut, as every door between us is permanently shut. I close the journal and I turn the iron key, releasing all the ghosts that haunted me. The ink is vanishing into the air, leaving a blank page completely bare. can't rewrite the chapters we destroyed, staring directly into the empty void. Faded ink upon a broken heart, showing the exact place we tore apart. The syllables are bleeding in the rain, washing out the patterns of our pain. Oh, faded ink, a ghost of what you swore, a sacred message that doesn't matter anymore. We watch the meaning slowly drift away into the shadows of a darker day. Why do we try to read between the lines, looking for magical non-existent signs? The story ended when the author died, killing the very last drop of our pride. Nothing left to read, no more wounds to bleed. The text is gone, the paper is dry underneath the gray. Uncaring sky, faded ink upon a broken heart, showing the exact place we tore apart. The syllables are bleeding in the rain, washing out the patterns of our pain. Oh, faded ink, a ghost of what you swore, a sacred message that doesn't matter anymore. We watch the meaning slowly drift away into the shadows of a darker day. Just faded ink on my hand, nobody understands. Let it blur, let it fade, the biggest mistake we ever made. Old letters gather dust inside a wooden chest, reminding me of times when we were truly blessed. The fountain pen is dry, the words begin to blur, a distant memory of who we used to were. I trace the lines you wrote when passion was alive, before we fought so hard just trying to survive. Now every sentence feels like someone else's script, a sudden poison that we accidentally sipped. The parchment turns to yellow under fading light, a quiet testament to every lonely night. You promised forever in a simple phrase, now lost inside a dizzy, suffocating haze. My fingers tremble as I fold the page away, knowing there is nothing left for us to say. A paper kingdom built on promises of thread, replacing all the logic that was in my head. The ink is vanishing into the air, leaving a blank page completely bare. We can't rewrite the chapters we destroyed. Midnight whiskey traces on the kitchen counter. Your silhouette is fading like a ghost in the hall. I hold the heavy silence as the shadows grow rounder, listening closely to the rain, the starts to fall. The radio is humming an old familiar blues, but the melody just twists the knife inside my chest. Every single corner speaks of love we used to lose, leaving me with nothing but this dark, uninvited guest. Your velvet jacket is still hanging by the wooden door, catching the dim light of the street lamp outside. I trace your steps across the dusty hardwood floor, remembering the secrets that we no longer hide. The clock is ticking slower than my beating heart, a bittersweet reminder of the promises we made. We painted a masterpiece, then tore it right apart, watching every vibrant color slowly start to fade. The temperature is dropping, the fire's burning low. We ran out of reasons to keep up the charade. Two heavy souls with nowhere left to go, trapped inside the beautiful mess that we made. Oh, these velvet tears keep falling in the dark, staining the memories we gathered through the years. You left your mark, a cold and permanent spark. Now I'm drowning slowly in these velvet tears. Wash away the passion, wash away the pain, nothing but a shadow of the love we used to hold, crying in the sanctuary of the midnight rain as the final chapter of our story starts to unfold. Lipstick stains upon a broken crystal glass, a testament to words we never should have said. We thought the stormy weather would eventually pass, but we built a fortress on a fragile golden thread. Now I am walking through the ruins of our paradise. The air is thick with things we left unspoken. I paid the ultimate unforgiving price to find out that your promises were easily broken. The telephone is silent, sleeping on the stand. No late night rings to rescue me from my mind. I'm holding on to nothing in the palm of my hand, searching for a comfort that I'll never find. The neon sign outside is flickering in blue, casting long illusions on the bedroom wall. I'm suffocating in the very thought of you, waiting for the final curtain to inevitably fall. The temperature is dropping, the fire is burning low. We ran out of reasons to keep up the charade. Two heavy souls with nowhere left to go, trapped inside the beautiful mess that we made. Oh, these velvet tears keep falling in the dark, staining the memories we gathered through the years. You left your mark, a cold and permanent spark. Now I'm drowning slowly in these velvet tears. Wash away the passion, wash away the pain, nothing but a shadow of the love we used to hold, crying in the sanctuary of the midnight rain as the final chapter of our story starts to unfold. Is this the price we pay for loving far too deep, selling out our sanity for a moment in the sun? Now I have these lonely, bitter secrets left to keep, looking at the damage and the destruction we have done. No more excuses, no more elegant lies, just the cold truth staring back from your eyes. Velvet drops falling down in this quiet, deserted town. Oh, these velvet tears keep falling in the dark, staining the memories we gathered through the years. to unfold. Velvet tears, so soft, so cold. A tragic story that was never told. Fading into the misty night, until the morning brings the light. You wrap your frosty arms around my shivering frame, offering an apology that carries absolutely no real weight. A cheap consolation prize for playing your wicked game, delivered at the doorstep when it's far too late. I accept the hollow gesture because I'm too tired to fight. Sipping on the frozen tea you left upon the stand. We sit in total isolation under the dim moonlight, two separate continents inside a dark, forgotten land. Your words are like winter frost on a window pane, intricate and beautiful but lacking any real inner heat. You try to soothe the damage with the logic of your brain, while my intuitive heart is suffering a total defeat. I don't want your sympathy, I don't need your regret. Those are just accessories to disguise your selfish pride. I'm looking for a feeling that I haven't discovered yet, deep inside the territory where your dark secrets hide. The blankets are heavy, but they cannot warm my freezing skin. The fireplace is blazing, but the room remains so cold. Oh yeah, there is an absolute bankruptcy of affection from within, as our tragic narrative begins to completely unfold. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight, freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. Buzzing about this emotional arrangement feels right, as the final embers of our history turn completely old. You offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. The radiator clanks inside the corner of the dark bedroom, a mechanical reminder of the friction we used to generate. Now we are just occupants of a highly sophisticated tomb, resigned to the reality of our self-inflicted fate. You hand me a glass of water with an indifferent stare, as if fulfilling a duty rather than expressing genuine care. I look at your beautiful face and find absolutely nothing there, just an empty vessel floating in the freezing morning air. The calendar pages flip, but the season never changes. Here we are trapped in a perpetual January of the human soul. Every single promise you make is completely insincere, designed to maintain your absolute architecture. refuse and waste another single second of my precious time. The blankets are heavy, but they cannot warm my freezing skin. The fireplace is blazing, but the room remains so cold. Yeah, there is an absolute bankruptcy of affection from within, as our tragic narrative begins to completely unfold. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight. Freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. Nothing about this emotional arrangement feels right, as the final embers of our history turn completely old. Oh, you offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. Completely apart. Keep your frozen pity, keep your calculated grace. I'm walking out into the blizzard of the real world outside. I'd rather freeze alone and stay inside this empty place where all our genuine, passionate emotions went and died. Cold comfort, 0 degrees, shaking the leaves off the dying trees. No more warmth, no more lies. Look at the eyes in your beautiful eyes. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight. Freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. Nothing about this emotional arrangement feels right, as the final embers of our history turn completely old. You offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. You wrap your frosty arms around my shivering frame, offering an apology that kept There is a tempest raging underneath my skin, though my face remains as calm as a summer lake. You don't possess a single clue of the war within, or the immense amount of pressure it takes to not break. I sit across the table watching you converse, smiling politely at every trivial thing you say, while my internal universe is ready to reverse and wash this entire fragile illusion completely away. The coffee cups are cooling between our distant hands. An ocean of unspoken grievances lies wide and deep. We are two travelers lost in unfamiliar lands, guarding secrets that we promised we would forever keep. Your eyes wander around the crowded, noisy room, unaware of the tectonic plates shifting right below. We are standing on the precipice of absolute doom, waiting for the inevitable wind to violently blow. No thunder rolls across the plaster ceiling tonight. No lightning strikes to illuminate the growing our very last remaining spark. Welcome to the reality of this silent storm, destroying everything we built without a single sound. The atmosphere is freezing, though the weather is warm, as our foundation crumbles directly to the ground. A quiet devastation that nobody else can see. A hurricane of sorrow locked inside a human heart. We pretend that we are happy and completely free, while the silent storm is tearing our lives completely apart. I watch your fingers nervously tap against the wood, a subtle sign that you feel the atmospheric pressure too. If I could scream out loud, you know I absolutely would, to break this paralyzing spell cast over me and you. But the etiquette of heartbreak demands a quiet grace, so we sit and suffer beneath the sophisticated mask, staring blankly at each other's beautiful empty face, knowing that survival is an impossible, daunting task. The waiter brings the bill and places it between us to a final price tag on the years we carelessly misspent. There is nothing left for me to say or do to alter the tragic direction in which our love went. The storm is gathering its final destructive might, swirling behind my eyes where you cannot perceive. We will walk out into the cool and different night, and without a single word we will permanently leave. No thunder rolls across the plaster ceiling tonight. No lightning strikes to illuminate the growing dark. But hidden completely away from the public sight, we are extinguishing our very last remaining spark. Welcome to the reality of this silent storm, destroying everything we built without a single sound. The atmosphere is freezing, though the weather is warm, as our foundation crumbles directly to the ground. A quiet devastation that nobody else can see. A hurricane of sorrow locked inside a human heart. We pretend that we are happy and completely free, while the silent storm is tearing our lives completely apart. Oh, completely apart. Raging on the inside, quiet on the street, a masterpiece of misery that is now complete. We drown in the stillness of our collective pride, with nowhere left for our shattered spirits to hide. Listen to the quiet, it's louder than a scream, the sudden awakening from a beautiful dream. The rain is coming, but it makes no sound at all. Watch the empire elegantly fall. Elegantly fall. Welcome to the reality of this silent storm, destroying everything we built without a single sound. The atmosphere is freezing, though the weather is warm, as our foundation crumbles directly to the ground. A quiet devastation that nobody else can see. A hurricane of sorrow locked inside a human heart. We pretend that we are happy and completely free, while the silent storm is tearing our lives completely apart. Silent storm washing over me, setting our lives completely apart. There is a tempest raging underneath my skin, though my face remains as calm as a summer lake. You don't possess a single clue of the war within, or the immense amount of pressure it takes to not break. I sit across the table watching you converse, smiling politely at every trivial thing you say. is ready to reverse and wash this entire fragile illusion completely away. The coffee cups are cooling between our distant hands. An ocean of unspoken grievances lies wide and deep. We are two travelers lost in unfamiliar lands, guarding secrets that we promised we would forever keep. Your eyes wander around the crowded, noisy room, unaware of the tectonic plates shifting right below. We are standing on the precipice of absolute doom, waiting for the inevitable wind to violently blow. No thunder rolls across the blasted ceiling tonight. No lightning strikes to illuminate the growing dark, but hidden completely away from the public sight, we are extinguishing our very last remaining. The hearth is cold, the glowing fire has turned to gray. Nothing remains of the brilliant heat we used to share. You pack your bags in the quiet light of breaking day, moving around the room as if I wasn't even there. We used to burn so bright, we blinded everyone in sight. A roaring blaze that promised it would never melt away. But now we're staring at the aftermath of the final night, with nothing but these ashes scattered in a dull decay. I watch the smoke evaporate into the morning air, a fragile ghost of the passion that has reached its end. We are two strangers trapped inside a solitary stare, unable to remember how we used to be each other's friend. The words we speak are chilly, like the winter frost outside, stripped of the warmth that used to make our spirits soar. We have no vibrant feelings left to showcase or to hide, as you prepare to step across that threshold of the door. The temperature is dropping as the final shadows fall, leaving us shivering in the remnants of our golden past. There is no magic resonance left hanging in the hall. We finally found a fire that wasn't built to last, staring blankly at these fading embers in the dark, trying to catch a whisper of the flame we used to hold. Nothing is left of our spectacular celestial spark. Everything around us is turning incredibly cold. We watch the fire burn down to the absolute ground. No heat remains to save us from this bitter freezing air. A suffocating silence is the only remaining sound, born from the wreckage of a love beyond repair. Your coat is zipped, your keys are jingling in your pale hand, a final punctuation mark to our extended tragic play. We built our fragile palace on a foundation of shifting sand, and watched the rising tide wash all the architecture away. I won't bear here. The numbness has consumed me from my head down to my toes. I'm left with an existential, overwhelming fear of how the story ends when the final chapter closes. The clock upon the mantelpiece is ticking loud and slow, counting down the seconds until you disappear from view. I close my eyes and let the last remaining memories go, purging my heavy system of the absolute thought of you. The door frame frames your silhouette one final solitary time before you step out into the indifference of the street, leaving me behind in this cold, uninspiring climb where our total bankruptcy is final and complete. The temperature is dropping as the final shadows fall, leaving us shivering in the remnants of our golden past. There is no magic resonance left hanging in the hall. We finally found a fire that wasn't built to last. Staring blankly at these fading embers in the dark, trying to catch a whisper of the flame we used to hold. Nothing is left of our spectacular celestial spark. Everything around us is turning incredibly cold. Ooh, we watch the fire burn down to the absolute ground. No heat remains to save us from this bitter freezing air. A suffocating silence is the only remaining sound, born from the wreckage of a love beyond repair. An empty corridor echoing with the footsteps of your memory. Every single floorboard creaks with the weight of your name. I am trapped inside this architectural, historical cemetery, playing a solitary match of a forgotten tragic game. You left your phantom residency inside my fragile chest, a stubborn tenant who refuses to ever pack up and leave, disturbing the peace of my nightly necessary rest, leaving me with nothing but this heavy blanket of grief. The dust is settling on the portraits we hung upon the wall, a gallery of moments that have lost their original color. I hear your laughter resonating faintly down the lonely hall, making the present reality seem significantly duller. I try to exercise your presence with new company and wine, but the spiritual possession is far too strong to break. I keep on tracing every single faded boundary line, remembering the promises you managed to easily fake. Oh, midnight hour draws near. The curtains sway without a single gust of physical wind. I am paralyzed by an ancient, overwhelming existential fear of the emotional wreckage we permanently left behind. Oh, welcome to the sanctuary of my haunted heart, where your ghost occupies every single empty room. A beautiful relationship that we tore completely apart, leaving us stranded inside this sophisticated doom. No matter how far I run, your memory follows close behind, a persistent shadow that I cannot possibly ever escape. Locked inside the prison of my own corrupted mind, watching our tragic history take a permanent shape. The clock strikes 3, but the darkness remains completely still. A heavy atmosphere that suffocates my independent spirit. I try to summon the remaining fragments of my broken will, but when your name is spoken, I tremble just to hear it. You were an absolute monarch who ruled my territory with pride, leaving a trail of beautiful devastation when you abdicated the throne. Now I have nowhere left for my shattered dignity to hide, standing center stage in this empty mansion all alone. The mirror reflects a stranger with hollow, exhausted eyes, a victim of a grand illusion that lasted far too long. I am completely finished with your clever, strategic disguise and the bitter resonance of our favorite broken song. I'm opening the windows to let the chilly morning air inside, purging every single corner of your lingering toxic scent. No more tears left for the love that prematurely died. Every single dollar of our spiritual wealth has been spent. The temperature is dropping as the midnight hour draws near. The curtains sway without a single gust of physical wind. I am paralyzed by an ancient, overwhelming existential fear of the emotional wreckage we permanently left behind. Welcome to the sanctuary of my haunted heart, where your ghost occupies every single empty room. A beautiful relationship that we tore completely apart, leaving us stranded inside this sophisticated doom. No matter how far I run, your memory follows close behind, a persistent shadow that I cannot possibly ever escape. Locked inside the prison of my own corrupted mind, watching our tragic history take a permanent shape. The clock strikes 3, but the darkness remains completely still. A heavy atmosphere that suffocates my independent spirit. I try to sum the remaining fragments of my broken will, but when your name is spoken, I tremble just to hear it. You were an absolute monarch who ruled my territory with pride, leaving a trail of beautiful devastation. When you abdicated the throne, now I have nowhere left for my shattered dignity to hide, standing center stage in this empty The hearth is cold, the glowing fire is turned to gray. Nothing remains of the brilliant heat we used to share. You pack your bags in the quiet light of breaking day, moving around the room as if I wasn't even there. We used to burn so bright, we blinded everyone in sight. A roaring blaze that promised it would never melt away. But now we're staring at the aftermath of the final night, with nothing but these ashes scattered in a dull decay. I watch the smoke evaporate into the morning air, a fragile ghost of the passion that has reached its end. We are two strangers trapped inside a solitary stare, unable to remember how we used to be each other's friend. The words we speak are chilly, like the winter frost outside, stripped of the warmth that used to make our spirits soar. We have no vibrant feelings left to showcase or to hide, as you prepare to step across that threshold of the door. The temperature is dropping as the final shadows fall, leaving a shiver in the remnants of our golden past. There is no magic resonance left hanging in the hole. We finally found a fire that wasn't built to last, staring blankly at these fading embers in the dark, trying to catch a whisper of the flame we used to hold. Nothing is left of our spectacular celestial spark. Everything around us is turning incredibly cold. Suffocating silence is the only remaining sound, born from the wreckage of a love beyond repair. Your coat is zipped, your keys are jingling in your pale hand, a final punctuation mark to our extended tragic play. We built our fragile palace on a foundation of shifting sand, and watched the rising tide wash all the architecture away. I won't beg you to stay, I won't cry a single tear. The numbness has consumed me from my head down to my toes. I'm left with an existential, overwhelming fear of how the story ends. When the final chapter closed, the clock upon the mantelpiece is ticking loud and slow, counting down the seconds until you disappear from view. I close my eyes and let the last remaining memories go, purging my heavy system of the absolute thought of you. The door frame frames your silhouette one final solitary time before you step out into the indifference of the street, leaving me behind in this cold, uninspiring climb, where our total bankruptcy is final and complete. The temperature is dropping as the final shadows fall, leaving us shivering in the remnants of our golden past. There is no magic resonance left hanging pure and dry. Now we don't even have the energy to ask each other why. Fading out, burning low. Watch the last little glimmer go. No more heat, no more spark, just the cold and the dark. Staring blankly at these fading embers in the dark, trying to catch a whisper of the flame we used to hold. Nothing is left of our spectacular celestial spark. Everything around us is turning incredibly cold. Oh, we watch the fire burn down to the absolute ground. No heat remains to save us from this bitter, freezing air. A suffocating silence is the only remaining sound, born from the wreckage of a love beyond repair. Fading embers turning to dust, losing the love, losing the trust. Nothing left to see, only the dark surrounding me.